Welcome to Soul Soothing Inspirations. In today's video we are going to talk about defeating giants as believers in Jesus Christ. The biblical way to defeat giants, as exemplified in the story of David and Goliath, encompasses a holistic approach grounded in faith, courage, resourcefulness, action, acknowledgement of God's power, learning from past experiences, persistence, prayer, humility, and unwavering faith during adversity. These principles offer timeless wisdom for individuals facing challenges, providing a roadmap for navigating life's complexities with trust in God at the center. Through the integration of these principles, believers can confront their giants with confidence, knowing that they are not alone in the journey towards victory. Trust in God. At the core of the biblical approach to defeating giants is an unwavering trust in God. David's faith in God was the foundation of his courage and actions. In the face of overwhelming odds, David did not rely on his own strength but placed his trust in the Almighty. This trust was not passive, it was an active and intentional reliance on God's power, wisdom, and guidance. Application. In facing personal giants or challenges, we are encouraged to cultivate a deep and active trust in God. This involves acknowledging God's sovereignty, seeking His guidance through prayer and meditation on His Word, and relying on His strength in times of difficulty. Courage. David's courage was extraordinary. He volunteered to face the giant Goliath when seasoned warriors cowered in fear. This courage stemmed from his trust in God, as he believed that the battle was not his alone but the Lord's. David's boldness was a manifestation of his conviction that God would deliver him. Application. Facing giants requires courage grounded in faith. As believers we are called to confront challenges with confidence, knowing that they are not alone. This courage involves stepping out of one's comfort zone, taking risks, and standing firm in the face of adversity. Utilize available resources. David's decision to reject King Saul's armor and instead use a sling and stones was a strategic choice based on his skills and experience as a shepherd. Rather than relying on conventional methods, David utilized what he was familiar with, maximizing the effectiveness of his resources. Application. Defeating giants often involves resourcefulness. We are encouraged to identify and leverage their unique skills, talents, and experiences. It may also mean thinking outside the box and considering unconventional approaches to challenges. Faithful action. David's faith was not passive, it was accompanied by decisive action. He stepped forward to face Goliath, demonstrating his trust in God through his deeds. Faith without corresponding action is incomplete, and David's actions exemplify the synergy between faith and works. Application. Believers are called to translate their faith into action. This involves taking practical steps towards overcoming challenges, even when the odds seem overwhelming. Faithful action requires perseverance, determination, and a commitment to follow through with one's convictions. Acknowledge God's power. After defeating Goliath, David made it clear that the victory was not his own but the Lord's. He acknowledged God's role in the triumph and gave credit where it was due. This acknowledgement of God's power and involvement is a crucial aspect of the biblical approach to overcoming giants. Application. In personal victories, believers are encouraged to humbly acknowledge God's role. Recognizing that our abilities and successes are ultimately gifts from God fosters gratitude, humility, and a proper perspective on achievements. Learn from past experiences. Before facing Goliath, David reflected on his past experiences as a shepherd. He recounted instances where God had delivered him from the paws of lions and bears, drawing strength from those memories. David's past victories fueled his confidence in God's ability to deliver him once again. Application. Reflecting on past experiences of God's faithfulness can serve as a source of strength in facing current challenges. Recognizing how God has provided, protected, and guided in the past builds confidence and trust for the present and future. Persistence and perseverance. David's journey did not end with the defeat of Goliath. He faced subsequent challenges and trials. His life was marked by both triumphs and tribulations. The biblical narrative encourages believers to exhibit persistence and perseverance in the face of ongoing challenges. Application: overcoming giants is often a continual process. As believers, we are encouraged to persevere through difficulties, trusting that God's strength is sufficient to sustain them. Perseverance involves resilience, endurance, and a commitment to keep moving forward, even when the journey is arduous. Prayer and dependence on God. Throughout his life, David was known for his reliance on prayer and seeking God's guidance. Before confronting Goliath, he engaged in a conversation with God, expressing his trust and dependence. This pattern of seeking God's wisdom and guidance is a recurring theme in David's life. Application: prayer is a powerful tool in overcoming giants. As believers, we are encouraged to regularly communicate with God, seeking his wisdom, guidance, and strength. Dependence on God through prayer fosters a deeper relationship and aligns individuals with his purposes. Humility. Despite his remarkable achievements, David remained humble. He recognized his own limitations and acknowledged God's supremacy. Humility is a recurring theme in the Bible, and David's attitude serves as a model for those seeking to overcome giants in their lives. Application: cultivating humility involves acknowledging one's vulnerabilities and limitations. It also entails recognizing that ultimate success comes from God. Humility fosters a teachable spirit, openness to correction, and a willingness to learn from both successes and failures. Faith in the midst of adversity. David's faith was not shaken by the external circumstances he faced. Whether in the presence of Goliath, during times of exile, or in the midst of personal failures, David's faith remained resilient. This unwavering faith sustained him through various seasons of life.